absolutely battering it at the moment we are. We're on a run of 9 straight victories, unbeaten in 12. And throughout that whole course, we've only conceded 5 goals. We're doing pretty good. Maybe the extra 67 million we spent on our goalkeeper was a good investment. Welcome back. We have now episode 5 of the beautiful Atalanta portion of this year's Doleboy. We are just inside the European positions, but we have 2 teams now who have beaten us on camera this year, so we're here to right some wrongs. Firstly, we have Udinese, who we're going to be playing at the Dacia Arena. They're currently in 15th position. So if we do manage to get the win, it doesn't guarantee us any European football, but it does get us that little one step closer. Following that, we then have a game against Lazio, who are just on the brim of confirming Champions League football. And just as I take you through to our fixtures, I will ask if you could like, subscribe and show your support on the channel if you're impressed with what's going on and the turnaround in form. And that big old thing that we had in one of our Fiorentina episodes, tactical familiarity, that's your main thing. I might even do a video on it. Who knows? It's a very important thing, and it's doing us big old bits. As you know, in the previous game, we covered these results, including AC Milan. We followed that up with a 2-0 win against Parma, 2-0 against Hellas Verona. Got too excited to tell you about my 5-0. A 5-0 win against Frosinone. We then had a little bit of a scare against Spezia, who were currently, or at least at that point, bottom of the league. I think they still are. Came away with a 4-2 victory. A hat-trick from Esposito. He's doing big bits. That was a back-to-back hat-tricks for him. Following that, we then had a further 2-0 against Cagliari, another 2 goals for Esposito, and most recently, a 5-1 win against Como, with again another 2 goals for Esposito. So something's lit a fire underneath him because he's doing pretty handy for us. The team for the Udinese game, we have Berger in goal, Holmgren, Pedersen, Favasuli, Benson and Van den Ven as our back 4, Maciel playing behind Lacombe and Palacios, and then we have Ferran as the deep line forward with Esposito and Carlau either side. Doing pretty good. 23 goals Esposito's on at the moment. He's not sharing them out too much. Torres has got 9 and Henrique sat on the bench with 11. So we could do getting some of those goals spread about. He is also quite wanted, is Esposito. Arsenal, Liverpool, Milan, Inter, Juve, Real Madrid. I don't know how many of those teams you can see. I don't know how many are hidden behind my head. So if he stays, he's going to do a good job for us. If he goes, he's going to get a lot of money for us. So I'm quite fond of Esposito at the moment. Udinese have a form which seems that we can take advantage of. 1 win, 3 losses, 1 draw. They haven't won in 4. We're perfect. At least 5 wins in the bounce. We know it's 9. Unbeaten in 12. I've already said it once. I'll say it again. We're doing very well. We're 1 point ahead of Fiorentina, who I've kind of set as myself a little benchmark. I want to finish ahead of them. We've left them for a team that were about 10 positions below. We want to finish ahead. Shows that I'm amazing. And they were just relying on my genius. Benson on the ball. Plays it short to Van den Ven, who's at left back. I do need to remember to change my corner taker. I don't want to change it from being the left back, because generally I'm not going to have a 6'4" left back. But whilst he is my left back, we nearly scored from that. Whilst he is my left back, I'm going to get Lacombe to be taking him because he's a whole foot shorter than him. Van den Ven throws it short to Palacios, into Carlau, and it's headed away. Maciel has the ball out on the edge to Esposito, who I think might have been offside, but Lino's keeping it to himself. Maciel to the back post. Carlau wins his header, gets the ball in the net. Ref is getting involved now. Not sure what he's calling this for. I don't know if Carlau was offside. We'll have a little butchers. So, he's checking it. He's given it. Let's have a little look to see what they were querying. Decent cross from Maciel here. Carlau's quite clearly onside, so it's not that. It may have been when Esposito received the ball. These next lines on this highlight should clear it up for us. So what's the query? What's the quandary? Nothing whatsoever. The ball launched forward towards one of the Udinese strikers. And Van den Ven has done the classic over-shoulder chest bring down. Physically, I think it's impossible, but it is very impressive to see. Esposito, Holmgren Pedersen, Favasuli, Maciel, goalkeeper. A lot of passes and a lot of us in possession. I'm a big fan. Brings it. Just don't faff about. Don't lose possession. Carlisle spread himself out left. Got the ball. Puts it across to Esposito, whose header goes just wide. A corner. Holmgren Pedersen puts it towards the near post. Favasuli's header is caught by Lanzini. You may know. You may not know. Udinese. If you're looking for a good Italian league goalkeeper, just go and have a look at their goalies. It's insane, the sort of goalies they're bringing through. They had Handanovic. Obviously, he's been at Inter Milan for about 6 million years. Fantastic. They then had Alex Mere come through their youth academy, now playing for Napoli. Then as of last year, they had Juan Musso in goal. Pretty good. He's currently actually at Atalanta. I said at too many times in a row. And then in this game, he goes to be a world-class goalkeeper. It's a bit mad. I don't know who they've got currently in real life because they seem to be poached at every given opportunity. But it's worth a little look. So they've got a pretty good academy come through, which is majoritively for goalkeepers apparently. Also, Alexis Sanchez was brought to Europe through there. If anyone cares, you probably don't. I'm a big fan of Udinese. Hence why I'm wanting to batter them at the moment, because they made me look foolish in a few episodes back. Holmgren Pedersen puts it towards the near post, and it's headed away by Corral. Carlisle's running over to collect the ball for us, and he plays it short to Van den Ven. It's good to see he's not putting that corner in, but I think he might be putting in the ones from the other side, actually. Coulson has the ball for Udinese. He had a little bit of space in front of him, but decided not to use it. Brilliant ball through the middle. Munoz, his shot's gone in. Seems to have deflected off one of our players. Doesn't really matter. It's in the net. And, me saying I wanted to batter him resulted in them scoring within the first 5 minutes of the second half. It's not what I was looking for. Brilliant pass between. Benson, who's one of our centre-backs, just decided to go and play holding mid for some reason. I've been playing him there for the last few games, but doesn't mean that he can just play there whenever he wants. Pedersen throws it. Corral heads it away. Samardzic has the ball. He launches it forward. Munoz has won the ball again. And Holmgren Pedersen has ran the length of the pitch and finds himself in possession. He then smashes it all the way back up. It's like it's kind of like a big game of tennis at the moment. Just get in possession and just whack it the other side. Ferran back out to Holmgren Pedersen, who's ran back up the pitch, and not surprisingly, he's kicked it over because he's ran the length of the pitch twice. I'm surprised he could stand. I'd have passed out before I even got back into my own half, let alone running back and then back again. Good stamina. Lanzini's on the ball for Udinese. He just batters it forward. Van den Ven obviously wins the header because he's huge. Ball's put forward through to Esposito. And it's a good block from Corral again. Oh, no, he's just killed. He hasn't killed him. Just kicked him. Kicked is the word I was going for. I can't see that this isn't going to be given as a penalty. And I think Esposito is going to be taking it because he's taken the majority of ours. He is doing exactly that. Might be able to make it 3-1. We'll see. It's just good. It's just a good finish. It's 24th of the season. Well done, lad. We have now passed the hour mark. We'll have a little look, see if there's any substitutions we want to make. Esposito's looking quite tired. I'm thinking I am going to take him off. We want to play him against Lazio. Scored 4 goals against them last time we played him. It'd be helpful if he does the same again. Lecom can come out for Mangala. And we'll leave that third sub because everyone else is playing well. Do you know what? We'll take Holmgren out. We'll put in Joaquin Mailer because I'm going to play him in the next game because he's played pretty strong in this one. And I'm not going to say it's all done, but it's all done. Van den Ven has put the corner in. Put it to Benson. Into the last 10 minutes. Seems like all's said and done, really. We are currently in 6th place. We've still got a few teams behind us yet to play. We can't move any further forward, but in that last game of the season against Lazio, we do run the risk of dropping a little bit further. So we'll have a little look to see what those two teams have done in this round of fixtures. And I'll update you on that at the start of the Lazio game. Final game of the season. Frosinone are nowhere to be seen. Fiorentina, on the other hand, who are the team I meant to say, flapped it. Last round of fixtures, lost to Inter, gone. See you later. Arrivederci. No problem for me. Sassuolo, on the other hand, did win their game, so they are 1 whole point behind us. We have guaranteed Europa Conference League, and with a win here, we can get into the Europa League group stages. So, let's go do it. The team to play Lazio. Berger in goal, Holmgren Pedersen, Favasuli, Benson and Van den Ven as the back four. Maciel in front of them, with Lacombe and Palacios completing the midfield. And then our usual top three at the moment are Henrique, Esposito, Carlau. Highlight within the first minute. Maciel puts the ball out to Holmgren Pedersen on the right. We have ourselves in possession. Hopefully it's going to result in us scoring. Seems positive. Ball's heading down there. Well, stumbled over my own words. And by the time I'd managed to catch the words that were flying out of my mouth, the ball's in their net. 2 minutes in, 1-0 to the good. Nice little run from Pedersen. Cuts it back a little bit. Esposito passes it across the face of the goal. Down the corridor of uncertainty, I believe the terminology is. Corner. Bernardo puts it in towards Ampadu, I think that was. But Favasuli heads it away. We did have a youth intake come through, I think it was just after the Juventus game. It's not the best. I think we've signed 3 players from it. One of them has got like a massive potential. And he's called Jonathan Norman. He's English. Of course he is. He's coming through the academy at Atalanta. And he's got the most English name I think I could think of. But he's all right. Left winger, left mid, and possibly a striker. And I think he can play like centre mid as well. So I'm not sure between them. I might make him a Mazzala. Kind of suits him a little bit better. He's not the best. Like rating-wise, potential, he looks really strong. But current like stats, attributes, sorry, don't really leave a lot to write home about. If I remember when this game finishes, might even show you. Hannibal plays the ball short to Milinkovic-Savic. Out to Cambiasso on the right-hand side. He makes himself a little bit of room. Ball's fumbled its way into our area. And Lacombe, of all people, head the ball away. Carlau, out on the left for us. We're not going to faff about. We get the ball in the box. You get the ball in the net. None of this passing about malarkey. Faffing with the ball on the edge of the area. Just get it forward. Get it out wide if needs be. Slap it across the box. Get it in the net. It's 2-0. 15 minutes on the clock. Things are looking quite peachy at the moment. Henrique has paid us back for bringing him back into the team after we played Torres yesterday. Not yesterday at all. It's the previous game. He's paid us back for that by getting his name on the score sheet. Free kick for Lazio. Bernardo puts it towards the back post. And Roberto Piccoli scores a header. This is what I'm saying. Don't faff about. Get the ball in the box. This is unfortunate. I'm not sure why one of our players was left to mark 3 people at the back post. It's not the best. Maybe you could have a look at that on tactics. Whenever you had a cross out wide, put it to the back post and just overload the back post area. Favasuli nearly got his own back with the header of his own, but he hit the crossbar. Another free kick to the back post again, and our defender heads it away. Esposito has the loose ball. Henrique got one of the centre mids running through him. No, puts it now to Lacombe. Pedersen, good ball across the face. Oh, and Esposito puts it into the near post. Was he offside then? He was. It's a busy old game, this one is. Pedersen throws it short to Maciel and then has the ball back on the right side. Terranova and Nelson have gained possession back for Lazio. Piccoli, who I'm sure used to play for us, if it's the same one I'm thinking of. Esposito has it through. Decent tackle from Lopez. It's only fell to another one of our strikers. Put it into Carlau. He's put it in the net. Ref's getting involved. I'm pretty sure he was onside, but we'll know what the ref's decision is imminently. He's giving it because he was onside. We'll have a little look. Keep an eye on Carlau over on the other side of the attack up here. I mean, it's close to be fair, but he's definitely onside. What are the lines saying then? Henrique plays the pass. Oh, look at that. It's perfectly on. Let's just skip through this, not watch that anymore. Oh, the lines are still there. Ignore the lines. Free kick. Van den Ven, short to Palacios. Maciel, all the way out to Esposito at the back, and an easy catch for Livakovic. There's only a minute or so left on the clock till half time. We know what we've done against Lazio before. We've had a nice unassailable lead and still lost the game. So we can't rest on our laurels, and that was a good goal. He's back to 3-2, moments before half time. Not the best time for him to score for us. And he has came back to bite the hand that used to feed him. I'm assuming that's them in a weird way of saying that he scored against his old team. I was considering signing Piccoli. As I say, he's one of our old players. I think we could have picked him up for about 8 million, but I just couldn't afford it. And I wanted to sign other players. Van den Ven puts that cross in, or free kick, sorry, and it's headed away. It's 50 seconds left of the half. Can we get another goal before the half's over? Lacombe, forward through to Carlisle, puts it across to Henrique, and it's a decent tackle. Hannibal puts it through towards Piccoli. Are they going to score 2 late goals on us? Surely we can't concede 2 injury time goals again. That would be pretty annoying. Terranova seems to be... it's heading that way that they've done it again. Of course they have. Of course they have. I've literally just said about a minute ago, unassailable lead. Immediately concede 2 goals. We're back on level terms. Now I'm going to have to shout at my team at half time. It's just, we're getting dragged left, right and centre. And the goalie just stood there and went, oh, that's a shame. I've lobbed a bottle at him and said I'm far from pleased. Everyone's motivated. Should go around throwing things more often. Sassuolo at the moment are currently winning. So us not picking up the win in this game is going to see them going ahead of us. I'm not confident in the fact that they're in the area once more. Cambiasso back to Sergei. Cambiasso again in the area, and he's found the bottom corner. We've got a lot of work to do. There's another 7 goals scored in the game between us and Lazio. The last 2 have been 4-4 and 4-3 as well. So it seems that if we play a game together, there's a lot of goals scored. Now, hopefully, we can be the team that finishes this one in the lead. A little bit annoying that it's kind of dropped and just fell apart the way it has. I'll have to have a little look at what I can do to change it. Got a throw in. I haven't even had a chance to look at the pause menus. Palacios. Oh, Carlisle's been pushed. I thought it was a very enthusiastic dive. Hopefully Esposito can get his little name on the score sheet. Possibly again. I don't think he has yet. Get us back on level terms. It's Carlisle. Carlisle's taking it. He's on for his hat-trick. He scored his hat-trick. Perfect. Don't worry about Esposito. Carlisle scored his 9th of the season. Just past the hour mark. Looking at making a sub soon. But the ball's been launched forward towards Milinkovic-Savic. Terranova puts it out to their fullback, Cambiasso. Oh gosh, I thought they were going to score again then. Lacombe's picked up the headed ball. He's just running to the ref, which is helpful. Holmgren Pedersen is going to make a driving run from that right side into Esposito and back out to him. He's got Carlisle at the back post. Are you going to make use of him? He's going to attempt it. Carlisle's nodded all the way back to Van den Ven. Lacombe, he's had a pop. He scored. It's 5-4. There's 9 goals scored. At this rate, this episode's going to be 6 million hours long. I was going to show you the season review. I might have to do that in the most whistle-stop season review you've ever seen. Good ball, good nod back from our player. Nice little ball over from Van den Ven. And a cracking finish from Lacombe. Esposito isn't doing the best. So we're going to take him off for Guida. We're also going to take out Palacios for Mangala. And I have got one more sub left. So I'm going to take off Benson, put in Van den Ven, and bring in Del Prato to go out at left back. So we've made all 3 subs. Just shy of 30 minutes remaining. Hopefully that's not an issue. We're playing a very tired Van den Ven at centre back, but a Van den Ven that's been playing fantastically. Benson hasn't filled me with a lot of confidence. So I might look at pushing him up to be that holding mid role. I am going to, at the moment, considering we're going into the last 10 minutes, I'm just going to start going stinky. Really need to pick up this win. As you can see on the side, I can't scroll down and show you. But as you can see, Sassuolo are currently winning still. So we need this win. We need all of these points to get ourselves in the Europa League. There's our late highlight. Lopez crosses. Oh, they've scored. It's 5-5. It's happened again. Again. They've done it a lot to us, basically. We can't finish a game. It's 5-5. It's the 10th goal of the season. 10th goal of the game. Oh, I'm all over the place. We've now dropped to 7th. And the game's... Oh, that's so annoying. We've missed out on Europa League football because of a poorly marked header in a game we deserve to win. Only just, but a game we deserve to win. I'm starting to be of the opinion that my players think that a game only lasts 90 minutes. Whilst they are technically true, it's still not over until like the extra time's played. I might just sit them down in the off season. Just make sure they're all aware that a game lasts until the final whistle, not just the 90th and 45th. But that's for the off season. This is our end of season review. We don't have much fanfare, as can be expected. It's a pretty bland season. We'll fly through our signings. So Carlisle picked up a B-. Holmgren Pedersen was a C. Martin was an E. Pretty harsh. Lacombe a C+. Adriel was an E again. Pretty harsh. Decent young goalkeeper. We'll probably make our money back. This one, I'm a tad apprehensive about. We spent 67 million. The board, it's a C. They couldn't care less. Yeah, it's neither good nor bad. They're indifferent. Played 16 games. I'd had how many clean sheets? Let's have a little look. He's a wonder kid goalkeeper. 10 clean sheets from 16 games. Only conceded 13, 5 of which were in one game, but we'll ignore that. Yeah, they're just completely indifferent. Couldn't care less. Benson, they gave a C+. Palacios was a C. Guida was a C. And no one else was any of ours. Transfers out. Who did we get rid of? So, Jean-Claude Todibo went for C. Cooper Miners was a C. Musso went, is the one I was talking about earlier. World-class goalkeeper. Started off at Udinese. Well, he didn't. But they were his first European club. And then there's other ones that no one really cares about. Solis, C-. They were really angry about that one for some reason. And a few loanees I sent out. This fella, I am quite intrigued to see what he'll do, because he's been on loan at Rapid Vienna. And he's been doing big bits for him. He's a wonder kid that came through our academy, which I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think I've ever had a wonder kid come through the academy at the team I'm currently with, discounting like being with a massive team. I know Atalanta are quite big, but it's nice. Nice for us to have our homegrown wonder kid. Overall, they wanted to qualify for the Europa League. We finished 7th, which was literally 1 minute away from it, and they've gave me a C-. I wouldn't mind, but all I said to them, they came to me saying, we want mid-table football. I was like, no, wind your neck in. I'll give you top half. I actually gave them European football. It's only, what was it, Champions Cup or whatever the pissing thing's called. But it's European football, nonetheless. 14-game unbeaten streak that we sat on them well at the moment, which I'm pretty impressed at. Coppa Italia Fanta. I did disappoint them there. They wanted quarters. I'll give them the third round. Lazio did go on to win the thing overall, though, so it's not too bad. Our moments to remember was a 5-0 win, the biggest win against Frosinone. The match to remember was our 2-0 win against Fiorentina. And the goal of the season was Guida's top draw goal from Atalanta striker, as he hit it from 20 metres. Really clunky description. But let's go and have a little look at the goal. Van den Ven is driving down that left side, like he does. Cuts it into Guida, just turns, and just kind of passes it into the bottom right-hand corner. Refs getting involved, as usual, for no reason. Finances haven't had a great time this year. Sponsorship drop of 7 million, broadcast drop of 16, corporate is just minimal. Competition prize money, that went and dropped 50 million. Not the best. And matchday commercials, just over 100k. So overall, looking at about a 60, 70 million loss, which is pretty much to the penny what the team is currently in debt. So it goes to show how important that European football is. Our shirt sellers, at top we have Carlisle, then Ferran, Palacios, Esposito and Mangala. Maciel is nowhere to be seen, even though he came out and they told me they were going to sell bag loads of shirts. Where's he at? Team of the year. Berger, straight in there, of course he is, fantastic. Holmgren Pedersen, Favasuli, Benson, Van den Ven completing the back four. Vuskovic they've put as a holding mid for some reason. Maciel and Cooper Miners as our centre mids. Then we have Esposito, Henrique, and Carlisle as the front three. Decent. Accolades. We didn't pick anything up, unfortunately. The player sort of base ones were in the middle. Record breakers, Esposito, most goals in a match was 4. Most player of the match awards was 8. And the highest transfer paid was, it's 67 million for the goalie again. We'll get that money back. Don't worry about it. Fans player of the season, Esposito. Young player of the season, Favasuli. Sign of the season, Carlisle, who's done very good for us. Goal of the season was Guida, who we just saw. Top scorer was Esposito with 24. He was also our top assist with 8, which is pretty poor. Going to get in some decent fullbacks if we get any money. We'll see one of them. I'd expect a fullback will be there next season, providing we're still using this same tactic. Player of the matches, again with 8, was Esposito. He's also highest average rating of 7.7, and our centre-back with most completed passes per 90 minutes of 69. It's a funny internet number. While I'm chortling away to you, I'm going to click through some of these so you can just watch them and pause and whatever if you want to. But I'm going to look for the budget just to see what we've got for next season. And then outside of that, we'll be back next episode. We don't care about that. I don't believe there's anything here that we really want to cover. They're expecting me to hit the Europa League next season, which is fine. They want me to reach the final of the European Conference League, which I think we can do. And then to be recognised as the best of the rest for... Ooh, that is a lot of ambition. I'm on board because I'm being ambitious with this save. Best of the rest by the end of next season. Then we want to challenge for the title the following season. Work towards winning it the season after that. And then in 5 years' time, they want us to win the title. And that's required. They're putting a time frame. I'm all for it. They also, the ongoing plan, the 5-year, maintain the best youth system in the country. Big fan of that. Sign youth players, young players to develop for a profit. Work within wage budget, minimum 3-year contracts. Middle to a boring, normal, boring stuff. High tempo pressing, entertaining, attacking football. And then develop players using the club's youth system, which, as you'd expect, we will do, considering it's the best in the country. The Serie A team of the year is dominated by Milan, except for the left back and the striker, of whom is ours. Initial budgets, they are here. £13.86 million. And a wage budget of 2.1. We are currently spending 2.0, so the wage budget, not really much of a change. And the transfer budget, again, isn't the best. Wasn't expecting a fat lot, considering the balance that we've got outstanding. But I'm going to have a little bit of transfer business, a little bit of wheelie dealing, and I'll update you on that at the start of next episode. We'll be back probably at the end of the transfer window, and I hope to see you there. If you have enjoyed today's episode though, if you could do me the favour of liking and subscribing, as we mentioned earlier, there are some items on screen. I believe this side, it may be that one. I think it's that one. So you can click on there, carry on through for more of my content, and thank you very much for your time.